And a very good morning. It's Mark here, 7:40 Eastern Time. That's 20 minutes until the US session gets underway. 11:40 GMT, coming to the end of the morning European session, getting ready for the afternoon portion. And let's have a look and see how we position going into the US Open. I'm starting with the US dollar index. And again, similar pattern to yesterday. Asian European session, a sell-off in the US, and you can see here's the third day of a red candle to start pre-US Open. I've got support set here at 99.31, but what we have seen over the past few days, and you can see the wick that's remained on the daily candlestick, meaning that there's been a turnaround when the US session gets underway. US dollar has fought back. So we'll see if that's the same pattern, if that pattern gets repeated today. If I zoom in from the daily to the hourly, there you can see the move lower during the Asian European session. Support been tested. This will be the third time at 99.28. US dollar strength, US dollar buyers will look for probably a bounce off this area when the US session gets underway. Sellers look for a test and break below this current support level. Let's have a look at how the S&P is shaping up. Wall Street opening up at 9:30 a.m. That's a good hour 45 away, hour 45 until Wall Street does open. In pre-market trading, have a look how S&P 500, there you're seeing a red candlestick. Yesterday was the first in 9 days that we didn't have a green candle, higher highs, and this mini rally that had been going up until yesterday. Yesterday, a small sell-off, but certainly the uptrend still intact. Today, a bit of a bigger sell-off. You can see that in pre-market trading. I've got support sitting here at 5,625. That is the support level. Let's see if buyers can bounce up off there, if there is demand in the US major equities, particularly the S&P, and if buyers can continue what we saw here, or if sellers are going to break below this support area. If I look at the hourly, there you can see we're sitting testing this area right now before Wall Street opens up, the 5623. Buyers will want to be looked to test and break above this current area at 5,641 and get higher up to the 5,000, possibly 700 area. That's what buyers will be looking for. Let's have a look at the commodities, starting with gold. Another strong run from gold yesterday, close to $90 today. Looks like $70 already. Talking about a $150 move in 2 days. Bounced off this support at 3,200. Looking strong. Resistance right now at 3,388. Looking to test the 3,400. EMA is about to cross over. They will be crossed on the 4-hour and certainly on the hourly. And there you can see, here's the resistance getting tested, 3,390. If I zoom in on the hourly, this is where we're sitting right now. Perhaps a push down of these resistance levels. Selling gold, that would be if the US dollar perhaps makes a comeback and we see US dollar strength for the US session. We could see a bounce down off here, inverse relationship, strong US dollar, weak gold. That's what you're seeing a little bit of now. Push down off this resistance area, just under the 3,400. But gold definitely strong. Buyers will be looking to break above the 3,400 area, and I'm sure looking up at resistance at 3,500. Let's have a look at Brent oil, which has been trying to fight back, a small fight back yesterday, but continuing today. Support at $60. I've got resistance at pretty much $62. Trading in this $2 range today. Trend is still down. EMA is looking to try cross up, but I think we'll have to take out 62.69, at least come and test that area for any chance of a reversal. Let's zoom into the hourly. Hourly, you can see almost a double top in the previous 2 hourly candlesticks and closing well below the previous 2 1 hour and testing 2 hour. Maybe a turnaround and continuation, and the EMAs have crossed to the downside. Continuation of this oil sell-off, which has been so strong. Maybe this was just a brief natural retracement. Sellers will be looking to bounce down off this very area, come back down to test the $60. Buyers will be looking to test and break above $62. And then we've got Bitcoin. Bitcoin, here's the daily. Yesterday, a test of this ascending trend line at around the 94,000. That is looking like the pivotal level. Today, we've got resistance at 94.9, almost 95,000. It's come down to test support at 93,700. And if I zoom out, we have this ascending trend line, could be seen as a higher low from the low we see here at 92,700, this low 93,700. Buyers will be looking for a bounce up off this support, a bounce up off this ascending trend line to come up and retest 95,000, perhaps higher. Sellers looking for a break below this area, the ascending trend line and the support. Keep that discipline, and I will see you at the end of day session. Good trading.